Guys, do 3,000 likes on this video and subscribe to support the channel, please, it will help me create more videos for you. Anime recap: a reincarnated boy and girl team up to avenge their mother's death. Hoshino Ai is a 16-year-old idol with beautiful features, and the ace of an idol group called Bikamichi. Eyeing explosive popularity in the showbiz world within 4 years of her debut, she is the star that shines the brightest in the eyes of her fans. One of those fans is Goru, a gynecologist who adores Ai. One day, while watching her concert live on TV inside a patient room, a nurse tells him to stop it as it is against the hospital policy. He dismisses the nurse's concerns but finds out that one of his patients is not feeling good. When he visits the patient turned out to be a girl named Serena, who tells him that Ai is her idol and she wants to be like her, and if she ever had a chance to be reborn, she will want that face. Goru, finding Reborn Thing as a useless children's story, tells her to quit being reborn and become an idol in this life since she has the cutest look. Finding it heartwarming, she asked Goru to marry her but Goru rejected it, saying that she is SDLL underage but will think about it when turned 16. The next day, Serena dies of his long illness and Goru wishes her to reborn as Healthy Girl. After some time, Goru finds out that his beloved idol Ai is taking a break due to health issues and feels remorseful about it. Suddenly, a nurse tells him that his next patient is waiting for him, and when he went to check it, he was shocked to see that the patient is none other than his idol Ai, who is pregnant with twins. Despite being pregnant with someone else, Goru makes up his mind and decided to support her, promising her a healthy delivery. As the time passed, he took care of Ai and her exercises and other stuffs, spending the nights and days together. The day before her delivery, Goru requested a 10 hours time off since he had something work to do at his home. Ai denies it, saying that she'd prefer him for her delivery instead of other doctors, but Goru assures her that he will come back before her delivery. While heading back to his home, a mysterious figure asks him about Ai's health and her twins. Realizing that the man wants to ruin the life of Ai by exposing it to world, Goru decided to follow him, but the man tricked him and throws him out of the cliff. While at his last breath, Goru thinks about the meeting with Serena and her last words about being reborn as a celebrity, and the next thing he realizes that he is reborn and is now the son of his idol Ai. Goru woke up as a baby, one of Hoshino Ai's twin children that she named Aquamarine Hoshino. He still have all memories of his previous life as a doctor intact. He pondered over his circumstances, but decided to live his life as a newborn, cherishing the situation as he was doted on by his new mother and also idol Ai. He also meets his sister Ruby Hoshino, who is a little bit stubborn as him. Meanwhile, Hoshino Ai returns to her life as an idol, and made arrangement with her company's president Ichigo Saito and his wife Miyako Saito. They made an agreement, stating that they will take care of the twins while she continued being an idol. Ichigo also reminded Ai to not let anyone knows about her children, or it'll be the end for her career and also his own. As she performs live on TV after 6 months of break, Aqua watches it on TV and thanks his murderer, stating that because of him, he was reborn as a child of his favorite idol. His sister Ruby also joins him and scolds him for not waking her up before the concert went live. After watching and cheering on Ai's comeback on television, it was revealed that his twin sister, Ruby Hoshino, is also someone who was reincarnated. During the night where they were both supposed to be asleep, he finds this out when someone sent abusive messages to Ai's account, and Ruby waged a cyber war against Ai's online hater. Since Aqua was a guy in his previous life, he refused physical interaction with Ai including breastfeeding, but Ruby enjoys it, stating that this is a law of nature for a daughter to suck her mother's breasts. Some time later, Miyako Saito, who babysit them when I went to work, they heard her grumbling over taking care of them. She says that she married Ichigo Saito with promise that she'll be working with hot guys, but instead she became a babysitter to a single mother who refuses to disclose the father. She then contemplates selling out information about Ai's twins' children online, stating that this will make her famous and a lot rich. Hearing this, Ruby decides to kill Miyako, but Aqua denies her suggestion, saying she is bigger in size and they are just babies. Wondering what to do, they both then decide to work together to dupe her into keeping the secret, acting as a messenger from heaven and Amaterasu and revealing that they can talk. Shocked at this, Miyako thinks this as illusion, but the twins tells her that if she ever leaks their information online, she will be dealt with divine punishment and death, and if she keeps it a secret, she will be blessed with a hot guy. Terrified and happy at the same time, Miyako decides to keep it a secret. Later on in the night, Aqua reminisces about his life as Goru and a memory about Serena, saying that Ruby reminds him of Serena and she has the face to become a great actor, calling out Serena's name out loud. When Ruby overheard it, she thought that he was calling her, but Aqua brushes it off, saying that it was the name of some he knew in his previous life. It was then revealed that Serena was Ruby's name in her previous life. She is also the same Serena who proposed to Aqua in his previous life at the hospital. Months after Hoshino eyes come back to Bikamachi, they are still unpopular. Ai laments over having a small paycheck and how it won't be enough to afford the life with the twins. Ruby asked Aqua about how idols should have got a better pay each month, but he dispels the notion and describes how the actual reality works, how salaries are split between members of an idol group, costumes deducting from their total salaries, and how merch sales affect the idols' salaries as well. Miyako also deliberates more on the reality of idol group and how hard it is to compete against lone individual artists. And in the entertainment industry as a whole, a person needs something in order to stand out alone, and resulting in getting more job offers. Thinking about this during her training, I was feeling a little bit down, and read a tweet that said her smile looked fake. On her next schedule, Bikamachi has a promotion event, and the twins were brought along after they begged to Miyako. They masquerade as a staff's kids, and enjoyed an up-close performance of their mother. While performing, I thought over the tweet and resignedly agree that the smile, like she is doing now, are made up of lies. However, her eyes wandered over towards the twins, and she sees them vigorously performing wotajai with glow sticks and voting for her mother. Seeing this, she paused for a bit, and genuinely smiled over their adorableness. The twins' performance went viral, reaching over 2 million in few hours, and after I saw the reaction, she finally understand how to create a genuine smile. A year later, the twins have grown so much that they can walk and talk without being too suspicious. They join Ai on her job, this time acting in a drama after they beg Miyako. Since Ichigo Saito told them not tell anyone about their mother, they pretend to be his kids this time, and they encountered the famous director Taisho Gaenda on set. As everyone on the set adores Ruby's beauty, Aqua went outside to get some fresh air but bumps into director Taisho, who threatened to kick him out of the drama set if he cries on it. Hearing this, Aqua apologizes for his rude behavior and asks to show favor to their agony and his mother going forward. Taisho was nonchalant about Aqua's ability to talk like an adult even as he's barely a year old, but offers him a business card in case he wants to be a child actor. They both have a conversation about actresses and the filming industry, and notices as Ai draws attention and even if her acting is average. A month later, I, Ruby, and Aqua watched the drama and got surprised that I was shown barely in one scene. Aqua immediately calls the director, and he explained that the company producing the drama can't put the main actress with Ai, due to her being too cute for our screen, and decided to cut it. Apologize for this. The director offers to give Ai a role in a movie, but he'll only offer it for one thing, which is if Aqua is also willing to be in the movie as well. Aqua is called on set, working as a child actor for Taisho's new movie. Even though Aqua tells him to pick his sister instead of him since she is good at acting, but Taisho brushes it away, saying that he only wants him in the movie. After that, Aqua met with his partner, a fellow child actress Kana, who managed to piss him off with her righteous and judgmental attitude. During the filming, Kana acted her part well, but Aqua wanted her sister to be in the movie and decided not to act, knowing that he's already creepy enough as he is. But to his surprise, he unwillingly did a great job in doing the scene and even got the praise of others. After the take, in fit of tears, Kana begged the director for a retake, because she recognizes that her acting in that scene was subpar compared to Aqua. Aqua and the director then talked about acting, and how communication skills are important in it, especially those who can naturally feel out the intention behind the script and what the director wants. 2 years has passed since the acting gig, and Ai's career rise as she got the spotlight in the movie. The twins now enter preschool, and one day the preschool decided to put together a festival. Ruby reminisces on her previous life and how she can't dance due to her disease. Seeing her daughter failing, I decided to join her, even taught a valuable lesson about confidence, causing her to believe in herself. She then overcame her fears and started dancing, while Aqua looked on, saying that she's not just good at acting but also dancing too. After that, I made a phone call to her ex, an assumed father of the twins, and asked him to come meet with the twins, even telling him about her new address. Ai's career was at peak as she was getting popularity, job offers, and even performing in the Tokyo Dome. She dwells on the past, remembering how she got scouted by Ichigo Saito and how straightforward he was about the idol life and the pretty lie. She decided to become an idol so that she can love something, lying through her teeth, hoping that her lie will become truth as she repeatedly say, "I love you," to her fans. She thought she'd love her kids when she became a mother, but she hasn't said so because she doesn't want to throw around the words, and so she lies. On the day of her 20th birthday, she woke up to the sound of her door being ringed, and opened it to a suspicious man holding a flower and a knife that stabs through her body. The man then said hurtful words about how betrayed he was as a fan when he found out she had kids, but I, filled with lot of blood, explained in her ragged breath how she wanted to love her fans. She even remembered the man's name, Rio, and how she still kept a trinket that he gave him. Hearing this, the man feels guilty of himself and runs away in anguish. After that, Aqua tried to help out his mother, calling ambulance and identifying the wound, but I knows there's not enough time for her. Ruby were on the other side of the door, and was not allowed to see what's truly happening. She told her last words to Aqua, asking him to apologize to the director for the scheduled movie she'll miss, to Ichigo Saito for the Dome concert she will miss. She tells him that she wanted Ruby to become an idol like her, and wanted to perform with her at the same stage. Not only this, she thinks how good of an actor Aqua is and wanted him to be a great actor. She also wanted to watch them both grow up, and how glad she was giving birth to the both of them. Before closing her eyes, she managed to say, "I love you," to her kids, remarking that it is definitely not a lie as this comes from the bottom of her heart. After that, the shining stars vanishes from her eyes and she dies to her injury. The internet reacted to Ai's death with sympathy, but there are still some who uses it to gain attention, either by reacting coldly or using it as some kind of criticism towards the government. After just 3 days, the story stopped being brought up as news cycle takes place, and the kids were officially brought up to become Miyako's children. Later on, Aqua came to realize that his mother's information shouldn't have leaked easily, unless she herself leaked it to their potential father, who is possibly also a figure in the entertainment world. He then resolves himself to track him down, and kill him with his own hands. Aqua then meet up with Taisher, and asks the director to raise him up as his kid. After several years, the twins are now grown up and the curtain raised up for the next act of the story, as the twins are now entering high school for the first time, and Aqua's revenge saga begin. Several years after her mother Ai's death, Ruby started applying for the audition to become an idol. She went on to pass all the exams for the auditions, but when it comes to the interviews, she always gets rejected. One day, after completing her interview for the idol audition, she told her friends about the audition and believed that she would do it this time, and the agency would select her. Her friends also praise her abilities as a girl with a pretty face who is good at dancing and has awesome singing skills. Hearing these encouraging words, Ruby is determined to become a top idol like her mother Ai and heads back to her home. While on her way back to home, she thinks about her mother Ai who was killed by a fanatical stalker 10 years ago, and her memories from her previous life. While being born into a poor family, she spent the majority of her life in the hospital as an ill patient who could not walk on her own. Despite all this, she always admired Ai for her beauty and singing skills and made her her idol and source of happiness. Before dying at the hospital, she had a wish to become like Ai and ended up being reborn as her child. After reaching her home, she states that the years she spent cheering for Ai and being her daughter were the best of her life and is determined to fulfill the last wish of her mother. Suddenly, she is interrupted by her brother Aqua, who tells her to focus on her upcoming school exams instead of becoming an idol. Ruby cheekily responded that when she becomes an idol, she won't have to study anymore. But Aqua informs her that he does not have any problem with her becoming an idol, but being an idol will get her nothing. He states that the salaries of the idols are very low and they retire before reaching 30, and more importantly, their daily lives are under constant scrutiny by fans, indicating that only a small percentage survive in the industry while the majority take up another line of work. Hearing this, Ruby rudely replied to his statement, saying that she will not become like her mother if she worries about cost and return. As Aqua headed to the director's house, Ruby revealed that his brother had changed after her mother's death and had become a gloomy man who did not want to have any fun in his life. Not only Aqua, she also revealed that after Ai's death, the Strawberry Productions also changed when Ichigo fell out of contact and Miyako took over the agency. Due to this incident, Bikamachi also disbanded after 2 years, and the Strawberry Productions don't run an idol department anymore. The next day, Ruby asked Miyako to cast her in her agency as an idol, but Miyako shut her down, stating that the dreams that Ai showed them would never become reality, as miracles happen only once. Miyako then inquires about her recent audition results, and suddenly Ruby gets a call from the agency, where the man informs her that she was not selected for the idol program and that they expected her application for next year. Disheartened to hear this news, Ruby started crying for not being able to fulfill her mother's last wish. But Miyako comforted her, saying that there are lots of politics involved in these days and people don't judge the abilities of others fairly. At the director's home, the director praises Aqua's acting abilities for fooling her twin sister, revealing that Aqua was the one behind her rejection from the idol program, as he had already sent the agent a message from her phone, stating that she had withdrawn from the competition. When asked what will happen if she gets the offer from some agency since she has a pretty face and good singing abilities like AI, Aqua informed him that he will go to every length to keep her out of this life as he does not want her sister to end up like his mother. The next day, a man approached Ruby and gave her his business card, informing her that they wanted her to be in underground idol groups. Filled with a lot of happiness, she shared this news with her brother and Miyako, stating that her time has finally arrived as she will fulfill her mother's dreams. Shocked at this, Aqua asks Miyako to stop her from persuading her to pursue this career, but Miyako tells him that when AI died, she raised Ruby as her daughter and promised to give her a happy life and fulfill her dreams. She then requests to Aqua to let her be the one she wants to be, as she looks like AI and has the qualities to make it in the industry. Hearing this, Aqua took the card of her agency and walked away without saying anything. He then approached a girl who was already working for the same agency that offered her sister a position in their idol groups, and asked her to come to Strawberry Productions. Wanting to know more about the agency and whether it's a good fit for her sister or not, Aqua decided to offer her a job at Strawberry Productions and requested information about the current agency she's working for. The girl tells him that she gets a small amount of money for appearing in all the concerts, and earns some commissions from taking photos with fans. But she had to pay for her clothing, makeup, and traveling expenses, which means she barely makes 100 yen each month. Most importantly, she informs him that the manager of the idol group is into girls and promotes those who are his favorites. Realizing that this job is not fit for her sister, Aqua decided to stop her from joining that group and sought Miyako's help in this matter. The next day, as Ruby got ready for her visit day at the underground idol agency, Miyako asked about her intentions of becoming an idol, as the place she was heading was filled with lots of harsh men who might make her feel miserable. Ruby confirms her intentions, saying that she always wanted to become an idol like her mother, and she will do everything to fulfill her dream. Hearing this, Miyako tells her to not join this filthy crap agency as she does not belong there, much to her shock. Instead, she asked her to join her at Strawberry Productions, where they will soon be putting together a new idol group for the first time in over a decade. Surprised at this, Ruby happily accepted her offer and signed an exclusive contract with Strawberry Productions, stating that she now belongs to them and that if she tried to approach any other agency, she would be sued for that. Later, Aqua went to the director's house to meet his mother, who asked him to wake up his son for her. Tired from all-night work, the director asked Aqua to do the video editing for him, and he agreed. Aqua revealed that he's still in middle school and can't formally work yet, so the director decided to add him to his production team. When asked about her sister finally becoming an idol, Aqua gave a hard reply, but the director joked that both of the siblings are becoming entertainers. Aqua then revealed that he prefers to work behind the scenes in movies or dramas as he's been rejected from the acting position so many times. While thinking about her mother, Aqua also revealed that his only goal in becoming a behind-the-scenes worker is to find his father and give him the taste of pain his mother endured, as behind-the-scenes workers came into direct contact with the actors and entertainers. He then told the director that actors are those who work really hard and draw people to watch their performances. But he is not one of them and does not have the special skills like AI, so it is better to not hold on to dreams that are beyond their limits. Angered at this, the directors informed him to not let go of his dreams as he is still a middle school student, and asked him to listen carefully to the words that he was about to say since he would not say them again. Before the director can say anything, his mother storms into his room and interrupts their conversation, stating that the lunch is ready and she expects them at the lunch table. Angry at this, the director asked her mother not to interrupt them again as they were about to discuss something important. After she went away, the director told him to have faith in his talent and his dreams, but Aqua informs him that he does not possess the abilities and talents like his mother AI. The director then corrects his statement, saying that AI was special and amazing, but Aqua can never be like AI, nor can she ever be like Aqua. He then tells him to not run away from his dreams just because of some setbacks, and to only do that after he has used all the tools he has. Thinking about her mother's last words, where she wanted Aqua to be an actor, Aqua hesitantly tried to ask if he could fulfill her mother's dream or not, and before he can say anything, the director's mother interrupts their conversation again, and they head to eat their lunch. Sometime later, both Aqua and Ruby applied to the same middle and high school, and while Ruby got into the performing arts department, Aqua went to the general education department. As they congratulate each other for getting into the Yudo middle and high school, they are suddenly interrupted by a passing girl who comes to confirm when Ruby called out her brother's real name out loud. When asked about her identity, the girl informed him that she is Kana, the girl who acted with him in the film. She thought that Aqua must have quit acting but is happy to see him again. She then asks Aqua to join the performing arts department with her, but Aqua declines her request, stating that he is heading into the general education department. Restarts with Kana inquiring about Aqua's decision to join this high school, to which Aqua stated that his sister Ruby wanted to apply for the performing arts program, so he came here because he was worried about her. Ruby makes fun of Kana, saying that she never liked her, but if Aqua gets accepted, he will be her kohai. Angered, but surprisingly, Kana asked Aqua to be friends with her, but to her shock, Aqua denied her request and walked away, saying he had a meeting with the director. Kana followed him and asked him about his stuff, including where he lives, what school he's from, and who's the director. Before Aqua could reply to her questions, Kana asked him if he was still acting or not, and to her shock, he informed her that he quit acting long ago and is currently not interested in it. Wanting to spend more time with him, Kana asked him to go to her place, as she wanted to know more about him. Since it was a strange way to get closer to someone, Aqua denied her request, but Kana hits back, saying that she's still a celebrity and can't just sit down at a cafe for a little chat, and most importantly, there aren't any shops that provide a private room at this time of the day. Hearing this, Aqua took her to the director's place, and he was surprised to see that Kana is still in the acting industry. Realizing that Aqua was lying, Kana asked him if he's not acting, then why he is with the movie director, to which Aqua informed her that he intends to work as a backstage producer and is currently his assistant. However, to his shock, it makes Kana feel happy that he's still involved in the acting business. At lunch, the director realizes that Kana still hasn't learned any manners about eating, to which she replies that her parents left her alone after their retirement, and she mostly relies on online food delivery for her meals. When asked that the online food is very expensive, she told them that due to her acting, she made so much money that she couldn't even count it. She then asked the director about Aqua's acting recordings, but Aqua told him not to show them to her, stating that he once believed in himself and his acting, but his films turned out to be very bad. Wanting to see his acting, Kana informed him that she is working as a lead actress in a famous project, and that there are some places left in some roles, and she wanted him to be the one in those places. Aqua immediately denied her offer, saying that he's not interested in any role. Kana informed him that the project is a live-action adaptation of a famous shoujo manga called I'll Go With Sweet Today, but Aqua still denied it. However, when Kana told him that the name of the director of the live-action adaptation is Masaya Kaburaji, the name piqued his interest. The Ashi no Ko anime then revealed that after his mother Ai's death, Aqua investigated her personal life and found out that she was using 3 mobile phones. One was for her work, the second was for her personal use, and the third contains the details of her fellow group members and the agency staff. Also, the third phone was the one that she used before becoming pregnant. The model was from an old generation, and Aqua had a tough time finding the proper battery to replace with the current one, and when he did, he found out that the phone was locked with a passcode, and if the passcode is put incorrectly, the phone will be locked for 30 seconds. He tried to enter the passcode, but it was incorrect. He was able to enter the passcode 100 times a day and 1,000 times a month, and after 4 years and his 45,510th attempt, he was able to pass through the passcode and log into AI's phone. There, he found the names of the industry's well-known producers and directors, and among them was Kaburaji Masaya. Realizing that he has a chance to get closer to AI's killer, Aqua decides to join the drama and accepts her offer. Feeling happy at this, Kana sent his picture to director Kaburaji, who was in awe of his handsome look and decided to give him the role in the drama. At home, Miyako shared this news with Ruby, who was happy to know that Aqua is still going for their mother's last wish, as she wanted Ruby to be an idol and Aqua to be an actor. However, Aqua corrected her statement, saying that he just wanted to get close to that producer AI interacted with back when she was still alive and collect more information about her killer. When Ruby asked Miyako about the show's name and Aqua's role, she informed her that the name of the drama is I'll Go With Sweet Today, and will consist of 6 episodes and already had 4 episodes aired. In the show, Aqua will play the role of a villain who shows up in the final episode and confront the lovebirds. Wanting to know more about the drama, Ruby asked Miyako to show its first 4 episodes, but after watching its first few minutes, they totally stopped watching and shut it down. Ruby revealed that she had already read the manga and that the story they are showing in the TV drama is different, but to her shock, Miyako informed her that that's how the industry works as they cut down the story to make a single season. Later in the Ashi no Ko anime, Aqua visited Kana's place and acquired information about the show. Kana told him that the TV drama is meant to target the female demographic that's into good-looking guys, and the agency featured a bunch of models for promotion. Since they wanted a good actor and a beautiful face in the female lead, they approached her. When asked about her lack of acting skills in the show, she informed him that she was holding back because no one in the male lead has good acting skills like her. She revealed that good acting and creating a good show are different things, but she wanted to create a good show for all the viewers and the fans who can enjoy, and for that, she would do lousy acting if it was required. She then handed him the script of the show and asked him to work with her to make a good show, as she believed in him and his acting skills. Hearing this, Aqua complied with her request and started making preparations for his big day. On the day of the shooting, he arrived at the set with Kana, but the filming was delayed due to heavy rain. Kana then tells him about the names of the producers, backstage workers, and cameraman, and even informed him that they would get a single rehearsal before the actual filming starts. Shocked at this, Aqua inquired more information about the project, but they were approached by the male lead of the show, Melt Narashima. Kana introduced Aqua to the male lead, but the boy just walked away with his bad attitude. Suddenly, they were also approached by the director, Masaya Kaburaji, and Aqua formally introduced himself to the director, but to their surprise, the director also walked away without saying much. Seeing this, Aqua wondered if Masaya Kaburaji might have had some kind of connection with AI Hoshino and might be involved in her death. So he needed to look for a chance to collect a sample he could run a DNA test on. Later in the Ashi no Ko anime, the rehearsal for the show starts. Aqua plays the role of a stalker like the man who killed AI, and is doing great in his role until the roof leaks and causes the filming to stop. During the break, Kana praises Aqua's acting abilities, but Aqua shuts her down, stating that the role is so simple that anyone can play it. He realized that the acting Kana witnessed that day was because of the disparity between his physical age and inner mind, and now that his body has caught up to his mental age, he's just a dime a dozen actor. However, Kana still praised her acting abilities, saying that the little techniques he used were considerate and meticulous, and he set his ego aside and threw himself into the story. She informed him that ordinary people will not realize this, but as a fellow actor, she believes that this will help him become a good actor in the long term. Hearing this, Aqua teased her for acquiring only this role despite being so long in the industry. However, Kana informed him that she had setbacks in her life and couldn't get any work, and people online treated her like her career was over. But she kept on training, and now she is being recognized for her abilities. So, she is happy that she didn't quit and will do everything to make her career successful. Later in the Ashi no Ko anime, the director also praises Kana's acting abilities, saying that she is easy to work with, nice to have around, and does a nice job flattering just about everyone, so she's great to appoint for whatever random role. The director then revealed that Kana is more or less known to the public and has left her agency, and her performance fee is so dirt cheap that we can still leverage her name recognition. He also revealed that despite her picking on the acting, the TV drama is nothing more than promotional material, and we are not asking for the acting ability in the first place. Aqua, who is listening to all this, corrects Kana's previous statement, saying that she was not recognized for her acting ability, and that's how the world works. He then takes the leftover cigarettes to run a DNA test, and before going, he decides to give his best in the role.